right. Next point. So we have here, what are the intensity thresholds? Conor, do you want to basically go over that topic a bit here?
Yeah, okay. I can give you the, boys in the lab kind of perspective on this one.
Yes, cool. All right, guys,
All right.
tune into this motherfucker.
Okay, so with intensity, because talking about failure is really just a sign of intensity. With intensity, there's something called absolute intensity. So that's like your percentage of 1 RM. And then there's something called relative intensity, which is how close to failure you are.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of I think this podcast, again, we're still trying to figure out what our audience is. So we could be speaking to people more like, Gen Pop. We could be speaking to powerlifters or like people more into bodybuilding. And that would change where these thresholds are. But we know that, if you're quite new to training, anything is enough for you. You doing like a 3 out of 10 set is more than you doing a 0 out of 10 sitting on the couch. So you will get adaptations there in first. But once you're, been trained for maybe a year, you start to see that with absolute intensity, so in terms of getting stronger, there's a lot of value to anything above 60% of your 1 RM. But I guess with more of the hypertrophy thing, that does have a little bit of a place for mechanical tension. But the main predictor is more that relative intensity, so how close you are to failure. So what do you see there on the whole, on average, with hypertrophy? You see there might be a little bit of adaptation at the start of the set, but not that much bang for your buck. If you're doing a 15 rep max, reps 1 to 10 don't really do that much. They do a bit, but not that much. More so going from 4 reps in reserve all the way to failure and potentially beyond. That's when you start to get the most of the adaptations through the set. I'll show you guys a graph, but I guess our audio-only viewers might struggle with that. But imagine a exponential equation, if you guys know what that looks like. Basically, you start the set, and there's only so many adaptations, but as you get closer to failure, it starts to move up and up and up. So
it's like a parabolic curve.
I don't know what that word is, Prantik. I like to sound smart, but I don't know what the hell that shit means. That's probably a good way of describing it. I'll trust that curve and hope it doesn't look like a dick. So that's roughly the guidelines you see in terms of research and the like.
Mm-hmm.
And probably fair to say that the more advanced you get, those numbers such proximity of failure might change.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that'll be more of a topic for later on. I hope you enjoyed that small clip from the Forge Intelligence podcast. If you want to check out the full episode along with a lot more content, go to our channel. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. And as always, thank you for listening.